Okay, welcome to Universal Month. I hope my camera's right. If it's tilted a little bit, I do apologize though. So, I figured we're going to continue this month with the second feature film for this year, 2022. And I thought, what a perfect way we're going to take a look at. This is a film from the director Steven Spielberg. I'm tackling a Spielberg movie this month. My camera's a little tilted, I do apologize. But, well, let's just go on with this. And that stars Holly Hunter, Richard Dreyfuss, John Goodman, and Steven Spielberg's Always. Now, Always is an interesting film. The tagline says, they couldn't hear him, they couldn't see him, but he was there when they need him, even after he was gone. That is a tagline to Spielberg's Always. This movie is interesting because this movie focuses on fighter pilots. Well, they put out forest fires, and essentially, basically, Richard Dreyfuss plays a guy named Pete Sandwich. Is it Sandwich or Sandwich? I don't know, but he, along with his buddy Al, I forget his character's name. John Goodman plays Al. He's an expert pilot in this. But yeah, what did I think of this movie? It also has Audrey Hepburn in her final role, in the supporting role as Hep, who is sort of like the angel that he meets. So basically, in the beginning of the film, they're taking out forest fires, and he's like this expert. Holly Hunter plays the woman that falls in love with Richard Dreyfuss' character. So he basically tries to put out these fires, but his one mission that he does cost him his life. So basically he blows up, and he meets Audrey Hepburn, who's like this angel in the film. So yeah, this movie was in the meh category. It's not bad. I see what Spielberg was trying to do. I'm going to put this down so I don't show it all the time. I see what Spielberg is trying to do when trying to do these forest fires. This is actually a remake to a Spencer Tracy film called A Guy Named Joe from the 40s. My camera, like I said, my camera's a little tilted. I do apologize. I'll try to fix a couple things. But yeah. So, yeah, it was decent. I will say this, I thought John Goodman was good. There were some parts that really bothered me with this film. So, yeah, I don't know. There's something that didn't click with this. Hang on, guys. Let's just go with it, guys. I got the camera. I'm sorry if I fix a couple things around. Yeah, it looks good now. So, yeah, as I said, let's just go along with that. I do apologize if I did that. So, John Goodman's good. Richard Dreyfuss, the whole entire cast is good. Keith David was in a supporting role in the film. He's not in that much, but he does put on a good performance. I will say, for the most part, all the cast is good, but it just got so boring in certain scenes. He was trying to do a sort of supernatural, I guess, but something about just didn't really work for me. As a film, I will say this is an ambitious film Spielberg did, but yeah, for a movie, an interesting fact, Audrey Hepburn's final film was Always in 1989. Burt Lancaster's final film was Field of Dreams, both being released by Universal, so that's kind of neat. Also, there are some, Universal in-jokes. There's some good songs in the movie, like they play us the amazing Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, which is fantastic. If you watch October Sky, or if you watch the movie October Sky, then you'll know that song very well. It's a great, fantastic 1950s love song. It's fantastic. Give that a listen if you ever get a chance. Yeah. So, yeah. I also before I get with my final verdict, I just want to talk about this DVD. This DVD, for some reason, kind of bothered me a little bit. For some reason, the picture was, jumping a little. There were, lines above each time. I've never had a problem with other Universal films. Probably because it was a 1999 DVD. But I also found this very funny. We'll get to the final verdict soon, guys. I just want to kind of extend this. This is actually a reissued disc. You can probably see stuff in the background. I do apologize to see stuff in the background. Yeah, this is the new Universal logo. So this disc says it's a 2016, but this is actually a 1999 print on a 2016 disc. Yeah, you can see the new Universal logo. So, yeah, and you can probably tell my case has seen better days. There's a crack on it. So, in terms of special features, you only really get is a theatrical trailer, and there's some film highlights, so I don't know what's all that is on there. The ending was kind of lame. The ending really bugged me. I'm sitting there like, there's a couple more positives. I found out that Joe Johnson Joe Johnson shoot the flying scenes. I thought was really cool. I thought Joe Johnson, who would go and direct October Sky, did those flying scenes. It is fantastic. Some of those, like I said, aside from aerial shots and a couple of cast members, I will say the best part about the movie is probably John Goodman. He really gives but anything with John Goodman in is always good. He's actually been one of my favorite character actors for a long time. I've been a big John Goodman fan. He's one of my favorite character actors, and he puts on a fantastic performance, which only I can recommend. I can recommend this movie for John Goodman's performance. Sure, it can be hammy at times, and I think I got a few more John Goodman movies I'm going to cover for the month, so you might want to check into that. But yeah, so it's also with United Artists. Like I said before, the cast. Like I said, the cast was really good. I will say, like I said, the plane scenes are just breathtaking, though. Yeah, so honestly, the ending was sort of lame. I see what the ending was trying to be. Audrey Hepburn's not in it that much. She's in the middle and near the end of the film. So, I think I already mentioned that. This actually might have been the first movie I watched Audrey Hepburn in as an actress. I never saw an Audrey Hepburn movie until I saw this. But other than that, with that said, final verdict. Should you see Always? Not really. I don't hate the movie. I don't fault Spielberg. Aside from the aerial scenes and John Goodman's performance, I can't really recommend this movie. It got boring. It's such a shame because 80 Spielberg, like E.T. and stuff like that, Spielberg can do great movies. I'm probably going to cover Schindler's List, which is another Spielberg film. I don't know yet. I'm probably going to cover Schindler's List later on in the month, so you might want to check into that. But I thought for now, let's take a look at this Spielberg film. And honestly, I only paid $1 for this. So, yeah. I only paid $1. Not too bad. But honestly, who knows? We'll see. So that's my review always. I do like the tagline, and I do like the cover art. Although, before I go ahead and sign off, I just want to say, for some reason the DVD says, if you can see on here, widescreen. But it says widescreen. I'll show you the disc one more time. Nothing special. The disc says anamorphic widescreen. I have no clue if this is going to be widescreen or anamorphic widescreen. I have no clue, but I'm glad I sat down and watched the movie. I would say I'll probably maybe watch this myself again and give this a second try. Maybe my mind might change. I had an uncle who saw it in the theaters and said it was another terrible experience. He's also the same uncle who saw Howard the Duck in theaters and said that was a terrible film. But yeah, I might get another review out. I might do another review. We'll see. But for now, Always is just special effects positive, mediocre story in my opinion. But like I said, John Goodman, best thing in the movie. So I'm gonna sign out. Thank you so much for watching this review, and I'll come back next time for another Universal review for Universal Month 2022. Take care.